Good morning, Cyndi-Walter, the Healthy Knitter. This is going to be a segment of my podcast from Northern Michigan. And yesterday I had quite an adventure. My husband and I got up and we did an 18-mile bike ride, which we were in heaven. It is not quite peak fall, but the colors are fabulous. And we actually are at a lake we vacationed at my whole married life, my husband's whole life, and we found a couple areas that we had never explored while we were here yesterday. And we were riding through golf courses and beautiful neighborhoods, and it was just absolutely stunning. Came back, got showered up, and then we were going to a new yarn shop for me. And so the adventure started, and I actually have a cheat sheet because we did so many things I never thought I'd remember, and my husband's busy getting ready. We're getting ready to go on another bike ride. That's why I'm in like my workout clothes and no makeup, getting ready to go. But we first started it off, we went to Lake Anne and we went to a cute little coffee shop there, and I knit for a little bit. We didn't stay too very long because we were off to Cedar to go to Wool and Honey. And I had heard about Wool and Honey, I think from Andrea Mowry. I follow her podcast religiously. Everyone knows her. I don't even need to talk about who she is. She's just got such great patterns and designs. I actually wore one of my sweaters, I think it's called the Weekender, one of my early sweaters that I made of hers to that shop. And I walked in, well, actually there was a sign on the door that said, be back in 15 minutes. And so I just kind of hung around and waited outside, looked around at the cute town. And when the gal came back that was manning the store, she said, oh, are you here for the yarn crawl? Like, do you want to make my day or what? I mean, does everybody just love to hear those words? Are you here for the yarn crawl? Oh, so I was so excited. I'm like, tell me more. It's $5 to get the passport. She showed me what stores were participating in it, and the Lost Art I go to in Traverse City every time I'm here. So for sure I was going to hit that one, but there was another one I didn't know about. So I spent the $5. Of course, I went in for a needle. I went in for a needle and I ended up getting these flexi flips. So I'm getting ready to do the color work on my daughter's herding hen socks, and I'll show them when I have some progress because all I've got done is the cuff so far, and I wanted to go up a needle size for them, and I didn't have that in my stash. So she talked me into these flexi flips, which I have seen people talking about. I'm gonna have to watch a YouTube video to figure out how to use them, but 3 come in the little kit. So she said it still works like you're in the round, but you have a third one. So it sounds to me like it's a combination of working in the round and double pointed needles. So stay tuned. Apparently everyone that I've heard uses these, loves them. So I thought, why not give it a try? So that's what I decided to do. So I went in for this. Came out with a free pattern for their summer test along scarf. Let's see if you can see that good. And of course, a little kit to make it in these gorgeous colors. So there you go, all these beautiful, and what I was excited about with this is, this is yarn that is no longer made anymore. And why am I forgetting the designer? Oh my goodness. Does it even say? Overtone wallflower, tone light. Oh, Brooklyn Tweed. So this is Brooklyn Tweed's yarn, and they're no longer making yarn anymore. And I've heard so much about Brooklyn Tweed, so I'm excited to get to try it. These beautiful colors it's a summer test along scarf. Not sure when I'll get to it because the project lineup is just getting bigger and bigger by the moment. And I'm sorry I'm giving you such anxiety, Katie, because she is just like, stop it, mother, but I can't help it. There's a yarn crawl going on, Katie. Okay, so that was Wool and Honey in Cedar. And then we went to Sutton's Bay. And we went to, okay, so we rent bikes there in the summer for my son and his wife. And last summer, I went with them to pick up bikes. Oh, there's Scott coming up. Let's see, you can kind of see him in the window. Maybe he'll say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
And we went to pick up, oh no, actually, we went for a bike ride. I think we were dropping the bikes off. So we went for a bike ride there, and then we dropped the bikes off. And I drove by Leelanau Fiber twice and didn't know it was there. How this happened, I don't know if my family distracted me so I wouldn't see it when we came in or came out or what, but oh my gosh, was that so cool. So I went in there next and met Katie, who was darling, my new best friend. And she showed me around, showed me everything, had such patience for me. And we just hit it off. It was just so much fun. I could have stayed there all day. So I went in there for really the yarn crawl. I had no expectations. And I said I wasn't going to do this, but because it was a yarn crawl, and it was a surprise, I really had no plan. So anyway, look at this. Look at this. I saw this in person, and I'm not sure I'll get around to making this in time for our little granddaughter's arrival, but if nothing else, I'll bring this with me to work on while I'm there. It is the cutest little thing in person. Oh my gosh, just check that out. So this is Toffs. It's a crochet project, Marag and the Highland Coup, and it's luxury 100% pure Toft wool. So I'm excited about this. I've never made a toy before, but I could see where that might become addicting. And I bought a gift. I think I know I'm going to give this to my daughter, Jenna. So Jenna, if you watch this, look away, turn it off, look no further. I bought her a project like this when she came home to visit me in Ohio, and she loved doing it. And I thought this was so perfect with the sheep. So this is a needle felting project kit. And I thought, oh, she'll absolutely love that. So that's going to be a Christmas gift checked off for her. And then what else did I get? Oh, they had a free pattern too for the yarn crawl. And so that you also get discounts. So I think one store was 15%, one was 20%. I think this one was 20%. So she had a blue sky fiber cowl free pattern. And then just because Katie was just so adorable, walking me around, showing me everything, I decided to go with a couple of the things she recommended. So this is a hand-dyed yarn that I just love the fall colors in, and that's going to be self-striping, and she loved this yarn and highly recommended this. So it's biscotti sock yarn. The color is cactus flower, and this is 15% nylon and 85% merino. And I just think that's going to be a glorious fall knit. And then this, I had to get something hand-dyed in Michigan. This is hand-dyed in Michigan, and I loved this. So this is Oculus Sock Supernova dye work, and the color is Let's Do Some Necking. And it's 80% merino and 10% cashmere. So this is just adorable. And it's Supernova Dye Works, hand dyed in Michigan. So how fun was that? So now we have to get back to Traverse City so I can get to Artist's Gallery. I think we'll do that tomorrow. And then my farm to needle shop, I'm going to stop in today, but they're having a knit along on Friday. I'll be doing that. And they're not on the yarn tour, so I don't know why they weren't on there. There was a few more that I won't get to, but I'll get to 3 on the tour and then farm to needle. So stay tuned for more, and we're off to bike ride. Have a glorious day. Bye.